Hello, my name is Gregor Mendel. Although I don't know it, I'm to be the father of modern genetics. I have always liked pea plants. They are just so lovely. One day I had an idea to grow lots and lots and lots of pea plants. Peas that were green or yellow, short or tall, with purple flowers or with white ones. Axial or terminal flower positions, and even pea plants with wrinkled or round peas. Some of my plants had pods that were different colors or even different shapes. I was so happy. I decided that rather than eat all my peas, I would do a scientific experiment. I would breed the plants to each other or to themselves to see the offspring they produce. When I crossed a pure purple plant with a pure white plant, I called it a test cross. I thought I would get a lovely, in between, color, but instead all the flowers were purple. I thought, I wonder what this could mean. Do you know what this means? Perhaps you have a wonderful science teacher like Mr. C. Perhaps he has explained to you about dominant and recessive traits. I did not have a wonderful teacher like Mr. C, so I didn't know about those things. So I learned on my own. I crossed and counted thousands, yes, literally thousands of peas. While doing so, I came up with some interesting ratios. Would you like to hear about them? When I did my test cross, I found the peas to come out to a 3-to-1 ratio. 3 of the dominant traits were expressed and 1 of the recessive trait was expressed. If I crossed 2 hybrids, I got a ratio of 1. Yes, 1. All offspring would have the dominant trait. I must confess I was stumped. Luckily, I was very smart and figured out the problem. Modern scientists, you included, use a tool called a Punnett square to compute these ratios. I'm sure Mr. C has taught you all about them by now. If not, tisk tisk tisk. Those Punnett squares would have come in handy in the 1800s. I wrote a poem about my pea plants. Would you like to hear it? I thought you might. I was a monk, I lived in an abbey, and worked in the gardens. My clothes, they were shabby. Of pea plants was I warden. I grew peas, peas that were yellow, peas that were round, peas that grew towards the sky, and peas that stayed close to the ground. I grew peas with flowers of purple and flowers of white. Some had seeds that were green and pods that were slight, out of sight. I grew hybrids and parents and filials. Of flower position, some were axial and others terminal. I grew peas, I counted seeds. I looked at color and I looked at shape. My experiments would have tasted better had I just worked with grapes. Thank you for listening to my story. Please come back to visit me or add more historically correct and relevant material to my biography. Goodbye.